It's like a high-speed obstacle course with cars suddenly appearing out of nowhere. If you have driven through the construction zone on I-25 in Bernalillo lately, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We set up a camera to capture the chaos today, then asked the DOT what it was thinking. Here's News 13's Jim Winchester.
I think it's a crash waiting to happen. We sat and watched for an hour this afternoon as cars, trucks, RVs dodged one another getting onto the interstate.
It's certainly a challenge at that point.
The State Department of Transportation admits it's taken some complaints from drivers trying to get onto southbound I-25 from 550 in Bernalillo.
We've had a few calls about it. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we can do about it. It's about as long as we can make it in there given the circumstances.
In fact, the DOT says it's already lengthened the on-ramp once to try to make the merge safer. It's now extended out as far as it can go. But the ramp is still short, forcing drivers onto I-25 southbound in the narrow, zigzagging, barrier-filled construction zone. News 13 focused our cameras at the merge today for an hour, and we witnessed almost 40 white-knuckle moments, from quick lane changing to heavy congestion to hard braking.
You got to watch out in the car next to you. If he doesn't notice you, you got to stop, and you got to watch the guy behind you, make sure he's stopping too.
It's a little bit tight right now. You got to watch out when you get on the freeway. It's pretty narrow, and traffic don't move over for you, and it's pretty dangerous.
And in an already dangerous construction zone, as evidenced by this police dash cam video from a squad car that got squeezed last week. The DOT knows the setup isn't ideal. That's why it's helping to pay for more state police patrols on this stretch. They hope drivers get the message.
We do have signs in advance of that on the interstate trying to get traffic to stay left in order to allow that merge. It is a short merge, and we would encourage people to be especially careful through there and for sure obey the speed limit.
Now, the DOT says that stretch of I-25 should be straightened out in about 6 weeks. Back to you, Dick.
Okay, Jim, the entire $28 million project to widen I-25 all the way from Tramway to Bernalillo started a year and a half ago. It should be finally complete by this summer.
If you get pulled over by a Bernalillo County